All right. We are live. It did work. All right. It's the Gary and Joe show, actually, here in Alachua. And I'm here with Gary, the myth, the legend, the guy who is doing everything in Alachua, from delivering food to people to playing music for people to being a politician to being a vice president of the Optimist Club, future president, and then president of the PTA, I think, coming up.
Coming up next year. Advisory board member, Wild Spaces Public Places Initiative in Gainesville, Alachua County, and then the chair for the City of Alachua Parks and Recreations.
Everything, constant.
And
let's put this out there: you had 35 kids in your house that you guys were fostering. A little exaggeration, but it felt like that.
75, because I think we were like 72, but yeah. It was a wild ride. Doing every minute of it.
Yeah, man, that was. You guys were just constantly busy. I just saw my battery click up, so I guess I got to plug in my computer. I thought I had full power.
You should get your show technician to check these things.
I know. Well, you can't find good help these days. And so, but all right, let me plug this in so I don't lose.
Cue the Jeopardy theme.
I wanted to highlight you on our first podcast here on what happened or what you're doing during this whole COVID thing, on how you adjusted your business. Because some people, a lot of people are adjusting businesses. So I want to share ideas about how people are adjusting their businesses and making things happen to be able to get more business, to be able to help more people, because it's kind of like we're helping each other now. We're all in this together. And so I think your delivery rideshare business has been an amazing thing, and how you adjusted with your music. So just tell me a little bit about your delivery stuff and what you guys do and how it works.
Well, so I mean, when I can't even talk today. When I started my self-employment, not unemployment, we're all unemployed now. With my self-employment, I had always decided that relying on one thing just wasn't smart. So, I tried to take different ideas and necessities that I saw. And one thing, when my daughter started preschool or daycare, was I started doing Uber. And Gainesville was a pretty decent place to do it. And then, that everybody started doing it. So one thing I noticed was Alachua and High Springs, there was nobody out here to drive. So the initial idea was to make it known, since there's not real public transportation, that, if somebody does need a ride, there is one available. So instead of trying to go on an Uber app or Lyft app and, unsuccessfully find somebody, or if you do find somebody, they're, way down in Gainesville and, they don't want to drive all the way up here. So that's kind of how it started. And that was about a year and a half, at least a year and a half ago. And, now that things are, that we're all stuck inside the house and a lot of people don't want to go outside for good reason, this is an opportunity for us to be able to deliver some food and necessities to people who need them.
Definitely. I mean, that's the thing. This is our other co-host here, Summer, who is jumping into the podcast here.
Welcome to the show, Summer.
Oh, yeah. You know how it goes.
Oh, yeah.
We all work at home, and this is how the new Zoom meetings, virtual reality of everything that is. And what I found is everyone is getting very virtual now and getting used to it, which is actually accelerating. If we look at a positive that comes out of this whole thing, is how everyone's become virtual, how everyone's been able to adjust, just like you've adjusted with that business. And like, speaking of adjustments, like your music, talk about how your DJ business is adjusted.
All right. So again, with everything that's going on, obviously nobody's gathering. So we're not having weddings. The weddings we had scheduled are either postponed or most of them are just postponed. So, no live weekly entertainment. So a lot of people are doing the social media thing. And I've seen this across the board from, people like me that, one day I just decided to set up music in my yard. And, for people that don't know, We live near a Lowe's, so people constantly kind of coming and going. And you know, one of the reasons why I did is one, because I'm going stir crazy. I just wanted to play music. After 5 years or 6 years or whatever of doing it 2, 3, 4 times a week, you know, after a couple of weeks, you kind of start getting the jitters. Like, okay, well, let's try something. And you know, it was really cool, man. We had so many people just honking and waving, smiling. You know, I had a decent amount of people pop online and watch. So, you know, whether they were in, I mean, as far as I've got some friends down in Mexico that were watching, and you know, so it was really cool. I had somebody send me a video. They put it up. They linked it through their system at home, and the kids were dancing to some songs. So I mean, it was really cool. So that's one thing that we're doing. The second thing we're doing, we do a lot of work in the apartment industry. So one of the ideas that came up from the National Apartment Association, which I'm trying to implement in Gainesville, Ocala, even Orlando, if they want to do it, in Jacksonville, is, you know, for properties that have a swimming pool or maybe a courtyard, becomes my co-host, you know, to come out, play some music, be able to take requests live on demand by people just punching, you know, on their phones or whatnot. And, you know, these things can be themed party. I mean, we got Cinco de Mayo coming up. So, you know, people are going to want to go out and celebrate. So that's one thing that we're doing as far as that goes.
Yeah, with Cinco de Mayo and all the other stuff going on. I mean, it's very interesting that we're all apart. What there he is, we're all apart, but yet we're getting more connected virtually, which is interesting. So it's like, you know, we all have to kind of keep our distance at this point and everything. But I've noticed with this virtual environment, my whole business, digital mortgages, I mean, it's really making it where people are really kind of embracing this world and starting to be able to do it. Right, man? He's doing my hands. And so we can get, you know, what I'm trying to point out to some folks that, you know, that maybe that are worried about the future and what's going to happen is there's a light at the end of this tunnel. And even in the mortgage industry, there's a lot going on there, and I'll be doing a whole thing on that later. But there's a light at the end of the tunnel, because I think we're all learning new skills and new ways of life. I mean, you know, I've saved a lot of money by just restructuring how we do things. And the big thing we you know that I'm seeing with our community is we're all trying to also help local businesses survive. That's part of the reason I want to do this, is to kind of highlight folks that have local businesses, and so people know that you're out there, that you have this available. You know, we have our restaurants here, which I'm going to get on to have them highlight their food and show what they can do and how people can get the food. You know, all that kind of stuff, because everyone's really coming together here locally. That's the whole point of this whole show.
Yeah, and you know, businesses, our Main Street businesses are open, you know, and are, you know, doing unique things to be able to still get their product out to customers. And that's, you know, that's one thing that we're going to learn at the end of this, is we're going to learn so many new tools that we can use, even, you know, if things go back to normal. You know, there's still going to be, you know, these new ways and they're now proven that it can be done, which is amazing. And that can go, you know, local, that can go regional, that can be national.
Now, I think with your business too, the delivery business, I mean, with the local businesses here, your business here, right here, local, can be a really useful tool. I mean, we have those large versions of Bite Squad and Grubhub and stuff like that, but you're on a local level. And so connecting with all these businesses that really need you at this point, you're going to be able to help expand their business over time, to be able to get more things out there and stuff. Oh, that's an awesome gun. And so, you know, that is something that's going to, I think, really come forth out of this. Because I think a lot of things people have been trying to figure out how to get everyone, you know, to be able to go on their phone and order something, and it comes to, they can just go to the store and pick it up. You know, I almost think of the old service merchandise where you used to look at a catalog or walk through the showroom, and then it came from the warehouse out. So the warehouse, or the showroom, is now here, and you can pick what you need and have service like yours bring it right to the door. And
Pretty much. I mean, it's technology, you know, and unfortunately, it doesn't catch up a lot to smaller communities. And I mean, outside of Gainesville, there's really a big empty spot that sits right in the middle or in between of Tallahassee, Jacksonville, and Gainesville.
yeah.
So there's so much room for, you know, for entrepreneur-ish, you know, folks that want to get out there and do something. And
How do people connect with you on the delivery service?
so the delivery service, if you just go to Facebook, it's kind of a long name, but it's Alachua High Springs Rideshare and Delivery. Once you punch in Alachua High Springs, it'll probably pop up. Obviously, right now we're not doing any rideshare out here. You know, just to be on the safe side.
Yeah.
You know, it's better just to stick with the delivery. And so all they got to do is they punch on, let me know, you know, what they want, where they want it. Different places have different options. I know pretty much most of them. So, you know, we'll explain what the options are, and, you know, everything is done online, you know, from calling the order in to dropping it off. So, you know, they really won't see me, and, you know, I probably won't see them. You know, it's usually a knock on the door and a message, hey, you know, your food's arrived.
Well, I encourage everybody to reach out to you through your phone number. Can you give it a phone number too, or is it just on this through site?
Yeah. I don't actually. I've got another business phone, so they can call 386-266-6678.
Okay, so that way they can connect with you that way, and I think it's also creative on how you've adjusted the DJ business and been able to still keep moving and still bringing music to people, you know, even in this time that we're in right now. And, you know, I don't want to hang everybody up too long out here, but I wanted to hang you up too much because I know you've got a lot to do right now. So
yeah, that's all kind of go back and forth, but that's okay.
And you can hear my battle in the background going on as well. So you know how it goes. So,
sir.
but I wanted to just get your business out there, let people know that right here locally in Alachua, we have a delivery service that can help you out. We have a guy that is involved in every single thing in this city. So I think that people just need to know about you. And so I wanted to let people know they can find you on Facebook. They got the number. Also, if they need music, you're the guy.
Yeah. Like I said, I really appreciate it. It's fun more than anything. It's fun. I enjoy it. It's been a blessing. So.
Yeah, it is. Well, I've got a big battle going on downstairs, so I'll have to cut off, and you know how it goes. So I'll be back, and you'll probably be back co-hosting this as the Gary and Joe show. And this is our first run at this, and hopefully it worked.
Well, we'll see. Hopefully everybody watching enjoyed it. Uh-oh.
We're going to sign off. Thanks, Gary.
All right, bud.